Hi everyone, welcome. In today's video, let us see the must read NCERTs for UPSC exam. And I've also included certain questions that have been directly included from these NCERTs in the UPSC Prelims. I have included this because it will help you understand how you have to read the NCERTs, which portion of the NCERTs are more important, especially if you are reading in a limited time and you don't have sufficient time. This will be helpful that only the important parts you can focus first. So let's begin with the must read NCERTs. Firstly, we'll look into the NCERTs from ancient history as well as from the medieval history, and then let us see some of the questions that have been asked from these NCERTs. In ancient history, we have three NCERTs. One is written by R.S. Sharma, that is the old NCERT written by R.S. Sharma. Then there is Our Past One, which is a class 6th NCERT. And then there is Themes in Indian History Part 1, which is of class 12th NCERT. Coming to medieval history, again there are three NCERTs. That is the old NCERT written by Satish Chandra of class 11th. And then again there is Our Past 2, which is of class 7th NCERT. Then there is Themes in Indian History Part 2, which is of class 12th NCERT. So now let us see some questions. See, this was a question taken from 2020 prelims exam. So, which of the following phrases defines the nature of the hundi, generally referred to in the sources of the post-Harsha period? Hundi. So there are four options. An advisory issued by the king to his subordinates. An advisory. Second one is it is a diary to be maintained for daily accounts. Third one, it is a bill of exchange. And fourth one, it is an order from the feudal lord to his subordinates. So if we see the Our Past 2 NCERT of class 7th, here see there has been mentioned hundi, and even here there are Surat hundis. So what it is written is, hundi is a note recording deposit made by a person. It is a note recording the deposit made by a person. The amount deposited can be claimed in another place by presenting the record of the deposit. So basically you are depositing money, for that like a proof, that is hundi. So in this, the most suitable is, it is not a diary, it is not an advisory, it is not an order, but it is a bill of exchange. So this is the right answer. So let us look into another question. This was asked in 2019 prelims. That is, which one of the following is not a Harappan site? You have four options: Chanhudaro, Kodidji, Sogaura, and Desalpur. See, this is the diagram which I have taken from Themes in Indian History textbook. Okay. In this, if you see, these are all the important Harappan sites in this diagram. You can see Kodidji is here. And you also have Chanhudaro here. So, which of the following is not a Harappan site? So, two options are gone. First, no, not first or second. So, you have to make now 50-50 between these two options. Also, if you see the old NCERT, in that also there is one diagram where you can see Desalpur is present there. But even if you have not read that NCERT, even with this NCERT alone, you are still able to make a 50-50, and then still you have 50-50 chance of getting this right. So the correct answer here is Sogaura. So coming to the next question. This was from 2019 prelims question. With reference to forced labor, Vishti, in India during the Gupta period, which one of the following statements is correct? A. It was considered a source of income for the state, a sort of tax paid by the people. Okay. B. It is totally absent in Madhya Pradesh and Kathiawara regions of Gupta Empire. Third, it is a forced labor, was entitled to weekly wages. Fourth, the eldest son of the laborer was sent as the forced laborer. Okay. So if you see this one, this is the old NCERT written by R.S. Sharma. In this, you have here forced labor called as Vishti. So directly this question they have asked here. So the answer is C. It is the forced labor. See, especially while reading these NCERTs, whatever is italicized, or if something is italicized or bold, or something is written in the corner in a different color, or diagrams, all these are very important. So coming to 2021 question, which one of the following ancient towns is well known for its elaborate system of water harvesting and management by building a series of dams and water into connected reservoirs? So answer is Dholavira, B is Kalibangan, Rakhighari and Rupar. So if we see this again, the themes in Indian history NCERT, see it is mentioned water reservoirs found in Dholavira, Gujarat. Okay, so the answer is water reservoirs found in Dholavira. So it's directly picked from here. So next, coming to modern history, here again the most important NCERT is written by Bipin Chandra. This is an old NCERT of class 12th. See, either you can read this or you can also go for the standard book written by Spectrum of Spectrum Publications. Apart from this, there are actually two other NCERTs. I have that is Our Past 3 and Themes in Indian History 3. These are like good if you read them, but it does not come under must read NCERT, so I have not included it here. So coming to the questions, in the context, this is of 2021 prelims question. In the context of colonial India, Shahnawaz Khan, Prem Kumar Sehgal and Gurbaksh Singh Dhillon are remembered as leaders of Swadeshi and boycott movement, B, members of the interim government in 1946, C, members of the drafting committee in the Constituent Assembly, D, officers of the Indian National Army. So again, if we see the old NCERT written by Bipin Chandra, their names are mentioned here: Shahnawaz, Dhillon, Prem Sehgal. Here there is a bit spelling mistake. Of the Indian National Army. So the answer is they are officers of the Indian National Army. Coming to the next question, that is 2020 prelims question. Indigo cultivation in India declined by the beginning of the 20th century because of 4 options. A, peasant resistance to the oppressive conduct of planters, its unprofitability in the world market because of new inventions, national leaders' opposition to the cultivation of indigo, D, government control over the planters. So again, if you open the old NCERT written by Bipin Chandra, it is mentioned the invention of synthetic dyes gave a big blow to the indigo industry and it gradually declined. And if you read this entire para, it will tell that how all the different inventions were happening, and because of this growth, the slowly indigo plantations declined in India. So the answer will be here. Its unprofitability in the world market because of new inventions. See, this invention of synthetic dye, that is a new invention that happened at that time. So the answer is this. Coming to the next question, this is again a 2020 prelims question. Wellesley established the Fort William College at Calcutta because 4 options. He was asked by the board of directors at London to do so. He wanted to revive interest in Oriental learning in India. He wanted to provide William Carey and his associates with employment. He wanted to train British civilians for administrative purpose in India. So again, the old NCERT written by Bipin Chandra, it is mentioned here. Wellesley therefore established the College of Fort William at Calcutta for education of young recruits to the civil services. So basically, he wanted to train British civilians for administrative purpose. Okay. The same thing is also mentioned in the Spectrum textbook. So from there also you'll get this information. Which of the following statements correctly explains the impact of Industrial Revolution on India during the first half of the 19th century? Option A, Indian handicrafts were ruined. Option B, machines were introduced in Indian textile industry in large numbers. C, railway lines were laid in many parts of the country. D, heavy duties were imposed on the import of British manufacturers. So they are asking what is the impact of Industrial Revolution. Okay. So coming to the source, it is the old NCERT written by Bipin Chandra. You can see here that Indian handicrafts were exposed to the fierce and unequal competition of machine-made products of Britain and faced extinction. So basically, the answer is Indian handicrafts were ruined. Okay, and if you read this entire paragraph, see even here it is mentioned British government was determined to protect its rising machine industry, whose products could still not compete with the cheaper and better Indian goods. Even so, Indian products held some of their ground. The real blow on Indian handicrafts fell in 1813. So there was a blow on Indian handicrafts. So basically it means Indian handicrafts were ruined. Coming to the must-read NCERTs of geography, you have Earth, Our Habitat, which is class 6th NCERT, then Our Environment of class 7th, Resources and Development of class 8th, Contemporary India Part 1 of class 9th, Contemporary India Part 2 of class 10th. Then there are 4 NCERTs of 11th and 12th, that is Fundamentals of Physical Geography, Indian Physical Environment of class 11th, Fundamentals of Human Geography of class 12th, India People and Economy of class 12th. So these 4 are most important NCERTs for geography. So if you have limited time, first finish these 4 NCERTs, then go to the NCERTs of class 6 to class 10th. Especially in geography, the NCERTs are very important because you don't have any other standard books for this. So you have to focus a lot on these NCERTs. Coming to the questions that have been asked from these NCERTs. First one is 2022 prelims question. Consider the following pairs. Peak and in which mountain it is found. Namcha Barwa, present in Garhwal Himalaya. Nanda Devi in Kumaon Himalayas. Nokrek in Sikkim Himalayas. Which of the pairs are correctly matched? So, if you see this one, Indian Physical Environment of class 11th, see you can see Namcha Barwa is here. Okay, in the northeast part of India. So, Namcha Barwa. Garhwal Himalayas, you know, it comes around Uttarakhand. So, now this option A is wrong. So, where option A? This is wrong. And option A is wrong, and option C is also wrong. So now you have 2 options, Nanda Devi in Kumaon, Nokrek in Sikkim Himalayas. So if you have read the environment textbook, you know that Nokrek is present in Meghalaya, Sikkim Himalayas is here, but Nokrek is present in Meghalayas. So option 3 is also wrong, that is D is wrong here. So the only remaining option is 2, Nanda Devi present in Kumaon Himalayas. Coming to the next question, again of 2022 prelims. With reference to India, consider the following statements. 1. Monazite is a source of rare earths. Monazite contains thorium. Monazite occurs naturally in the entire Indian coastal sands in India. In India, government bodies only process or export monazite. So which of the statements given above are correct? So if you see again the class 12th NCERT, Indian and People Economy, here it is mentioned thorium is mainly obtained from monazite and ilmenite in the beach sands along the coast of Kerala and Tamil Nadu. So here it is mentioned the entire Indian coastline. So that sentence is wrong. It is present in Kerala and Tamil Nadu. So where 3 is there, that is wrong. So this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong. Only option remaining is B. 1, 2 and 4 is the correct. Along with that, even here it is mentioned thorium is mainly obtained from monazite. So monazite contains thorium. So option 2 is right. So this is the correct answer. Coming to the next question of 2021 prelims. Among the following, which one is the least water efficient crop? A. Sugarcane, sunflower, pearl millet, red gram. Least water efficient crop. So if we see again India and People Economy of class 12th NCERT, here it is mentioned water intensive crops such as rice, jute and sugarcane. Rice, jute and sugarcane. So here rice and jute is not there in the option. Least water efficient is sugarcane because it requires much water. Next question is of 2020 prelims. The crop is subtropical in nature. A hard frost is injurious to it. It requires at least 210 frost-free days and 50 to 100 centimeters of rainfall for its growth. A light, well-drained soil capable of retaining moisture is ideally suited for the cultivation of the crop. Which one of the following is that crop? A. Cotton, jute, sugarcane or tea. So if we see the NCERT of class 8th, that is resource and development, under cotton it is mentioned it requires 210 frost free days. So 210 frost free days. The answer is cotton. Okay. Next question is of 2021 prelims. Leaf litter decomposes faster than in any other biome, and as a result the soil surface is often almost bare. Apart from trees, the vegetation is largely composed of plant forms that reach up to a canopy vicariously by climbing the trees or growing as epiphytes rooted on the upper branches of the trees. This is the most likely description of A. Coniferous forest, dry deciduous forest, mangrove forest, tropical rainforest. Okay, so if we see the NCERT, here you can see tropical evergreen forest. Okay, it has epiphytes and there is also description of this. See, if you compare, the vegetation is largely composed of plant forms that reach up to the canopy vicariously by climbing the trees, growing as epiphytes. So here you can see there are climbers and it has formed a thick canopy. Okay, that is the tropical evergreen forest which forms a thick canopy. So the answer is tropical rainforest. And this information is also present in the G.C. Leong textbook. So the world climates, for the world climate part, you have to read the G.C. Leong textbook along with the NCERT. So even when you read that also, you'll get this information in more detailed form. So coming to art and culture. In art and culture, the important NCERTs is this one of class 11th, Fine Arts NCERT, an introduction to Indian art, and introduction to Indian art part 2, also a Fine Arts NCERT of class 12th. So considering the questions in this, especially this first NCERT is very, very important. Then if you have time, read the second NCERT. So coming to the questions, consider the following pairs. And art and culture is one subject where the questions are very tricky. It won't be asked directly from the NCERT. It's a little twisted. So let's see the question. Consider the following pairs. Sites of Ashoka's major rock edicts. Location in the state of Dhauli, Odisha, Eragudi, Andhra Pradesh, Jaugada, Madhya Pradesh, Kalsi, Karnataka. So how many pairs given above are correctly matched? See, if you see the Fine Arts NCERT of class 11th, it is mentioned here that Dhauli is in Odisha. So you know that one is wrong. Okay. So one pair is wrong. So all 4 pairs are correct. This option is eliminated. Okay. Then here, if we see themes in Indian history, 1, which is a class 12th NCERT, you can see Jaugada is here. Okay. So here it is mentioned Jaugada is in Madhya Pradesh. No, Jaugada is present here in this Madhya Pradesh comes around this area. So this is wrong. So only 3 pairs are right. Even this option is gone. So then see here Kalsi. Kalsi is here. Okay. So Kalsi is not in Karnataka. Karnataka falls around this area. So Kalsi is not present here. So this is also wrong. 2 pairs. So answer is only one pair is correct. Okay, that is Eragudi is in Andhra Pradesh. Only one pair is correct. So the next question, 2017 prelims. The painting of Bodhisattva Padmapani is one of the most famous and oft illustrated painting at option A, Ajanta, Badami, Bagh, Ellora. So if you see this Fine Arts NCERT of class 11th, you have this big picture of Padmapani Bodhisattva. It is mentioned here, Ajanta cave. So the answer is here, Ajanta. Again 2019 question. Building Kalyana Mantapas was a notable feature in the temple construction in the kingdom of Chalukyas, Chandela, Rashtrakuta, Vijayanagara. Kalyana Mantapas. So if we see this textbook, Themes in Indian History, so under the Vijayanagara Empire chapter, you have here Kalyana Mantapas. Okay, there is an entire paragraph describing this Kalyana Mantapa under the Vijayanagara Empire. So see, for this art and culture chapter, you should also see the art and culture that has been explained under the textbooks of ancient as well as medieval India. The next question is of 2015 prelims. Kalamkari paintings refers to a hand-painted cotton textile in South India, a handmade drawing on bamboo handicrafts in Northeast India, a block painted woolen cloth in the Western Himalaya region of India, a hand-painted decorative silk cloth in Northwest India. So Kalamkari paintings. See, in the NCERT, it is mentioned cloth painting, Kalamkari painting from the Andhra Pradesh region. So it is a hand-painted cotton textile in South India. It is not of Northeast India, it is not of Western Himalayas, it is not of Northwest India, because Andhra Pradesh comes under South India, as well as it is mentioned here cloth painting, so cotton textile painting. So the option is A. So coming to the must read NCERTs for economics, there are 4. One is Understanding Economic Development of class 10th and Indian Economic Development of class 11th, Introductory Microeconomics of class 12th, and Introductory Macroeconomics of class 12th. But I will tell you that this NCERTs you have to read for your basic understanding. But economics is one such subject where the questions are not asked directly from these textbooks. So most of the questions are application based. So there are certain formulas present in these textbooks, big formulas, especially in the 12th textbook, so that you can ignore it. The other parts you understand. But economics, it is always better that if you don't know the basics, it is better to see some YouTube videos and understand the concept. I understood from the Mrunal sir's videos that was present in YouTube. So because it is mostly application based. So nextly, coming to the, because there are no direct questions, there might be few, but the direct questions are less. So I have not included any of economics. Coming to the polity, you have 3 books, that is Indian Constitution at Work, which is of class 11. This is like the most important book for polity among all the other NCERTs. Then the second one is Social and Political Life of class 7th, as well as Social and Political Life of class 8th. This you can just go through it. Nothing much information is there in these textbooks. Just go through it. In 1 or 2 days you will finish that. Then next textbooks are Democratic Politics of class 9th and Democratic Politics of class 10th, as well as Politics in India Since Independence of class 12th. So these are the textbook, but the main textbook, not the textbook, but the standard book, main book is Lakshmikant, Indian Polity by Lakshmikant. So I would suggest first read the Indian Constitution at Work, then go to the Lakshmikant book. Then if you have time, come back to these NCERTs. So one question is, which one of the following categories of fundamental rights incorporated against untouchability as a form of discrimination? Right against exploitation, right to freedom, right to constitutional remedies, right to equality. Against untouchability, So it is present where here under equality there is here abolition of untouchability. So the answer is equality, right to equality. Answer D is correct. So science and technology, there are NCERTs, but questions usually are not picked from the NCERTs. They are application based and also comes from newspaper. So if you're reading the NCERT, just read the biology NCERT of class 12th. Here the last 4 or 5 chapters, it has some environmental topics. So that will be helpful. Read that part. Apart from that, science and technology mainly comes from the current affairs, or you can follow some YouTube or Telegram channel to better understand emerging technologies, new scientific developments, etc. So these are the must read NCERTs. Just remember that when you're reading the NCERTs, focus mostly on the diagrams that are present in these NCERTs. See all the diagrams. If anything is written in bold letter, you must focus on that. If anything is italicized, you must focus on that. Or any diagrams, if all the places mentioned in these diagrams you should know. Okay. Then apart from this, in like all these places you should know exactly where it falls, okay, and what is the importance of these places, etc. And also in the side there will be some like important tip which is not actually related to the chapter, but some additional information they have provided in these NCERTs. So you have to give importance to all these things more. Okay, so that's it for today's video. Thank you for watching. I'll see you again in my next video. Bye.